Hello friends, welcome to Kiss Up Cards. Keep it simple, Stamping Up. That's where I keep it simple for you, make it fast, easy. It doesn't take a lot of time to put a card together, and you can make multiple cards at once. So today, well, since it's Scrappy summer, I'm going to come to you with more scraps. So today we're going to look at rectangles. We looked at a couple of sessions with squares, all about squares. So now let's look at rectangles, and I'm going to show you a very quick and easy card to make with rectangles. So join me at my craft table. All right, here at my crafting table, I've got my folder with Storybook Friends paper. And so all my scraps are in the front. I've shown this to you before. So Scrappy Summer, we're just going to focus on our scraps. They are just as valuable and can make some beautiful cards. And you want to use up all the paper. It's beautiful. You paid for it. You want to use it all. So I'm going to take this one, I think. And I wanted something to go with it, but not something that was so busy. Maybe the green. Yeah, this green. I don't have that in. I want to use my scraps, but I don't have that green. And I have that blue. Okay, so sometimes, I'm going to use my scraps. I was going to use this one, but I don't have enough of it. So let's do that. Oh, this is okay. I'm wondering where I want to take that from. Probably here. So you're going to cut 2 strips at 4 1/4 by 1, and you're going to cut 2 strips at 3 by 1. And what do I have here? I could cut this, and that'll be big strawberries. That would go pretty together. All right, let's do that. So I'm going to cut that. So this is paper that came marked like this. So you're going to get another little tidbit of a little tip. So when you get paper like that, you're just going to find the line that goes straight across. And on this one, that's this one. And you want to make sure it's in the groove. That looks pretty good. That looks fantastic. Now, this one I can set aside. I don't need that. But I wanted this piece. So I will cut that. Perfecto. All right, so these 2 pieces I will take, and I've got some crumb cake. So this I'm going to cut in a 1-inch strip, so that is just like halfway because it's 2 inches, so that's good. And this one, I'm going to have to straighten it out. It's a little wonky on one side. Well, let's see. Let's get this at the 1-inch measure. So this piece I could straighten out and put it on the inside of the card. Now this one I'm going to cut at 3 inches because I'm not going to have enough of it to do 4 1/4. So that will work just fine. And I've got a little square left. So there's those 2. And then this one is going to be 4 1/4. And this is good because I get a good chunk of the strawberry there in it. That one will go there. And let's go this way, 4 1/4. Okay. Now, again, you could take another piece of cardstock, And you could put it on here. This one's too narrow, but you could put it on here and then place it on your card. So there's a couple of ways of doing that. So I'll just show you, because the strawberries are going up and down, well, they could go, well, I can't go that way because it's too long. So that will fit like that. And this will fit like this. That pretty? I'm just going to put, so you're going to want just a little space between them. And you want to make sure they fit. So we're going to make it simple and easy tonight, okay? That's what I'm all about. Kiss Up Cards. Keep it simple, Stampin' Up. All right, so I'm going to glue these down. Yeah, I'm going to glue I was thinking I might do the stamping first, but I'm going to glue this down first. Just move that in and over a bit. I'm not going to adhere it down. I love the combination of the pink and the blue and the large and the small strawberries. That's really pretty. All right, so I'm going to secure that down. So we get that all around the outside. And then I've got my happy birthday stamp. And I think it's going to fit in here. So my card has to go this way. So it doesn't really matter on the strawberries, but it might matter on some other designs that you put on there. So you want to be careful with your, like in your stamping, how you're going to do that and how you're going to do your paper. I hadn't thought that through all the way. So let's get a color that will look good on there. All right, so I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. That's what I've got. Yeah, Mossy Meadow. I can barely see the words. You can see by my hearts here, I was checking some colors out. So I'm going to do the message. And I just want to tap this in. I don't want to bury it in the ink because then I get ink all on my stamp and all on the block, and then it can make a big mess. Now you could do this straight. I like angles. So I'm going to lay this down and I'm just going to let it rest. As you know, it lets the ink transfer to the paper. There's nothing that we need to be in a hurry about stamping. We don't have to lay it down fast. We don't have to take it up fast. It's just very slow and therapeutic. And that did not work. Oh, you know what? I did not put I did not put a foam pad underneath. Bad on me. So let's get that out. There's still green on my stamp, so I'm hoping I can line it up. So that's the beauty of this stamp set, and get that H to settle in there. you can see how important it is, especially for bigger stamps, to have that foam pad underneath for the photopolymer stamps. Woo! Woo-hoo! You know, always try to fix it up to see if you can get it better. Now I have a flower and I have a heart. And I'm not sure what I want to do with those yet. Sometimes I pull more out and then I never use it. So you can see we used very little of the, I wanted to use some of this too, but maybe on the next card. Now let's see what type of ribbon we can use. Oh, I think I have a green in here that will, yes. Oh my gosh, I only have this much left of it. I love it when I can use things up. That's what it's all about. There we go. So this is just too shiny for this card, but this green goes really well. And so I'm going to tie a bow and do that double bow thing. There we go. That looks good. I still have a little bit. All right, get my scissors. I still have a little bit I can use somewhere, so I can put that there. So we're going to add a bow and use my little glue dots. I'm using up what I got in a kit. I had extra dots, so I'm using that up. That looked gorgeous. I love the cards when I design them. I love looking at the cards and they look beautiful. Okay, now let's look for some gem dots and see what we can add. That's not going to work. Oh, maybe this will. I have some white ones here. Let's open on this side. I might take my pick tool. This will show up beautifully on the crumb cake paper. Whoops. There. I think a big one, another one. There. It kind of landed there, so it's going to stay there. All right. So there's our card with the rectangles. So I'm going to finish up the inside, I'm going to finish up the envelope, and I will be back and I'll show you the stamp set that I used, the With You in Mind. I've talked about this one before. I love the large font, and that works really well for a card like this. Here's one that I made Christmas time. It just never got to giving it away, is this one. So you can see how, you know, it's just, it's fast, it's easy, it makes a beautiful card. If you want to do it on a card base, so that you would have a card base, I'm trying to find a smaller card base here. If you had a card base under here, like that would have looked beautiful as well, and I could have done that, was put it on this card base, put it right to the edge and have little parts of it showing, and then attach it to the card. Then you would have the pink underneath. So you could do that as well. So this piece would be, let me just measure it. This piece would be, go to the top, 5 3/8 by 4 1/4. And then, so 5 3/8 by 4 1/4, and that fits on your card. And then your pieces, you could just use the edge of the card or bring them in closer and not even have a space here. So there's so many different ways that you can do that. I've just done both of these right directly on the card, and it looks beautiful as well. So those scraps, I'll tell you, they make a pretty good scrappy card, if I'm telling you. It sounded corny, didn't it? All right. So there we go, folks. A quick and easy card done with rectangles and just building it on the outside, stamping in the middle, adding a bow and some dots. Very quick and easy. The paper, the designer series paper, does the work for you along with the stamps. And then I decorated the envelope to match as well. It's a nice touch to do that. I showed you another one. This one's portrait, and this one I had done for Christmas. Hadn't sent it out, but this one I did with rectangles as well. So you've got 2 pieces at 3 by 1 inch and 2 pieces at 4 1/4 by 1 inch. And then you just figure out the spacing, just eyeball it. If you want to measure it, you are absolutely welcome to do that. And there we go. Scrappy summer rectangles. So thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it, especially during the summer when it's really busy. I've been at a reunion, so I've been kind of silent for the last 2 sessions, the Thursday and a Tuesday. And so I'm back on track. No more vacation for me. And so I will be coming on here Tuesdays and Thursdays, so join me. I love sharing with you, and I love that you spend time with me. And I'll see you next time, and have a great summer.